What's up, guys? For my first video, aside from making a tutorial on how to try to fix a mute problem on the Xbox a long time ago, I'm going to try to do Borderlands 3 trailer breakdown, see how well I can do on it, and see if you guys catch anything that I miss, and just we'll watch it together. Watched this trailer probably 45 times so far, and I can say I am very pleased with it. So here we have Children of the Vault, which is obviously going to be, it's going to be an area where you're going to be fighting people. Of course, that's everywhere in Borderlands, but it's going to be something I imagine that the two villains run, which they call themselves the Calypsos. Answer Calypso's call. Obviously, they have a bunch of things that would appeal to bandits and whatnot to get them to come here. Free brainwash, all that nonsense. So let's keep going. Here are your two main villains. As you can see, she is definitely a siren. He has a robotic arm. It looks like he has siren marks on his forehead, which we have never seen a male siren, which there was supposedly not any. But he has red marks on his forehead up here, which would make him the first male siren, if this is actually what that means. Got some cool glow sticks here, some tattoos on his stomach, not unlike any other bandit type enemy. Some people said he looks like he has like a mask type thing, like how Handsome Jack did, because he has the staples on his cheeks. But you don't really know. It could just be piercings or something. There's all kinds of wacky stuff. Obviously, our first look at Lilith in Borderlands 3. Stunning as always. It's even better on a new engine that they're running. There's not much else really to look at on this frame, I don't really guess. And here are your playable characters. Obviously, your Siren is what this character will be. Your Beastmaster, he is able to control 3 different beasts, which is a spider ant, a skag, and I'm not positive what the last one is. I don't even not positive if it's even been in the other games. Then this is your mech, your little commando type character. She summons a mech as her skill, and this is your assassin type character. He also summons like a digital copy of himself to obviously distract the enemies and whatnot. And it would appear that he will be using pistols and assumably sniper rifles. She'll be using assault rifle type weapons, the siren SMGs per usual. And he not even real sure what this gun is, but obviously bigger guns, I would imagine, for the big guy. This area is like a carnival looking area, a bit more bandity than you're probably used to for a carnival, I'd imagine. If if this is what your carnival looks like, I would definitely like to come visit your carnivals. As you can see, big pile of crap, big building behind them, Ferris wheel, fire coming out of everything, usual. TVs. Go back. Whatever this is up here, maybe it's just a thing that's in the game, or maybe you can go up there, whatever. Probably a chest up there, so you get a better look at this place later in the video. later in the trailer during the daylight, so you may be able to point out more stuff. And then here you have what looks to be like a theater. Probably a place. It's probably one of like the little special buildings you go in where you have to fight a particular person or something like that. Rupture upon us. Holy is the mouth that bleeds. That's, who knows what that actually means, but that's just your common bandit nonsense that they like to put on stuff. I've witnessed mayhem, or live. You can only see IVE, but it probably says live. But mayhem seems to be a big part of Borderlands 3. They've said this in a lot, their trailers and all that. So, obviously there's a background area over here. It looks like a little town type thing that you have to come through to get to this point. This up here looks like a skull with a helmet on. Very cool. Oh, go back. As you can get your look at a siren, and looks to be holding a revolver, obviously, so we see revolvers will come back. She's definitely a siren, has the tattoos on her arm. Other than that, I mean, there's not really much to point out. She's a siren, has a revolver, so revolver's coming back. Here is your assassin type character with his little digital imprint of himself to distract enemies, which it looks like he has a switch, like a little remote button that he uses to activate this. If you see in the left over here, it looks like the radios will be coming back that you can switch stations and such on, or well, not really switch stations, but turn them off. And this is your Beastmaster. So, as I was saying earlier, here's the Skag, the Spider Ant, which looks very cool. And this is definitely not in any of the other Borderlands. I have played them, and I have never seen this thing, so this must be a new enemy / maybe it's just a unique to him, but that is definitely new. It looks like his melee weapon, unless this is just something, but this looks like his melee weapon will be like a little scythe made out of a jaw of an animal. Very cool. I keep missing these. Hello. Okay. I don't know what that was all about, but this is your commando type character. Obviously, now a chick with a helmet, nice little combat helmet with some ammo on it, nice little shoulder piece type armor, and this is her mech. This is her skill that she uses. She obviously activates her skill and it like summons and she plops down inside of it. And later on in the video you'll see something cool about the co-op. You can actually use this. It makes the co-op very cool looking. So don't really know what kind of weapons it'll have. We'll see a better look at this mech later in the trailer. Not much here. I mean, obviously if you're playing with a full party or at least a couple of your friends, which I find this game to be the best to play with at least 1 or 2 friends. Very lot more fun, I think. Easier. But this is just the 4 characters. Obviously the commando character, your assassin type character, the Beastmaster, and your siren. And this area here, looks like a scrapyard. Welcome. Obviously you can see a respecking station and a little claptrap, so obviously those will be coming back, as you would probably imagine. Oil, filler up, lay-in pipe. I love Borderlands for the little innuendos that they put in the game. Actually, this looks like it might be a place where you might find Scooter or something like that. It's very much his type of area. Gas, little cars, all this stuff would point to at least a bandit vehicle area, whether Scooter's here or not. You see little bandit, obviously you see those throughout the game. Now here is your siren. Now I don't know about you, but this looks badass. Doesn't look like your typical siren, just using like face lock and stuff. She has 6 siren arms, and she is quite a buff character. So, would not want to get in a fight with her. Now that looks like a new area. Well, obviously, looks like an area that is probably part of either one of the different planets, or it has a very, very Chinatown type vibe to it. The way the roofs and stuff are angled and shaped. A wall type thing, like a Great Wall, sort of in China. The trees resemble maybe cherry blossoms or something. Other than that, I mean, there's not much to point out here. The vault key from Borderlands 2, obviously, being opened in a different way than you did in the other one with red. And obviously, you see your 4 playable characters. And here is Tannis. Tannis will probably play a big role in this game as a NPC, because she'll be helping you find other vaults and stuff, because she's a very nerdy tech kind of stick in the mud character, but she will be your guidance with the vault key, it looks to be. Here we are. Here is the mech and your other 2 characters. So you have your siren with, apparently it looks to be like a caustic type weapon. Your Beastmaster behind her. He has nice little talons on his feet. Dead Bandit. And here is your assassin type character, which is what I was pointing out earlier. Obviously your commando character is in the mech and she is piloting it. And this is what I'm talking about with the co-op. You can have a teammate ride the back of it and have a turret. This is very cool. I feel like this mech will make short work of lots of bandits at once. Obviously it has a gun on each side. It looks like this might be like a rocket or something. Looks like it's cooling down. And this is probably like a Gatling gun or something. It looks to be a little drum, and it's firing automatically. Same thing up here, little machine gun. Nice little area, skull, as you always see. Probably wonder if this will be an area where you fight a particular boss or something. Usually when you have an area that's built up like this with all this crazy fire and like just a cool looking entrance is usually when you'll fight some big character here. Bandit Technicals, it looks like, will be returning. Looks like you can actually customize them a little bit better, maybe. The wheels are kind of different here. Definitely a different chassis. Psycho's in the back of a Bandit Technical. Usually didn't get that in Borderlands 2, so maybe that's a new thing or something. The barrel, the explosive barrel will be returning, it looks like. Okay, so that's a lot there. Alright, so. Okay, definitely a skin for your Bandit Technical. This looks very interesting. You have a very big jet booster on the back. So I don't know if that'll be a customization or if that's just a new look for the Bandit Technical. A brand new vehicle. Looks like a little, probably a one-person vehicle, I'd say this one is. It's very small, kind of a beetle type body with very stretched out wheels here. This looks like it could be the Dust, but it could be a whole different place. But it's very similar to what the Dust looked like in Borderlands 2. Here we have female psychos, female bandits, which is actually new because that was not in Borderlands 2, not in 1. So you can see her little breast wraps. So I would imagine that is a female, and she has some crazy Naruto-looking hair. Here is another look at some vehicles. It looks like they're the same type of vehicle, but this one has wheels, and this one has little Borderlands pre-sequel vibey little, I don't know what you call that really, but the vehicle is definitely hovering, and this one is definitely on wheels. So but they look to be the same. So vehicles may be a lot more customizable than they were in the other Borderlands. Okay, just a Psycho. And this is your new Siren in action. Looks like she's about to do a ground and pound with all of these Siren arms. That will be bananas. Some type of bandit, it looks like. Maybe some type of important character, but I dig his goggles. Your Beastmaster here, yeah, definitely the big guy will probably be using shotguns and stuff, like I said earlier. She's using what it looks to be like a submachine gun, and this thing looks crazy. It looks like a sniper rifle, but it has like a little RPG looking thing below it. Things could get wild in this game, and I imagine they will. Okay, I missed a bunch of stuff there. So there she is. Did I miss? No, okay. Oh, I've already been through all this. Oops. There's your Beastmaster with his skag. So it appears the different ways that you see that they use their abilities, it looks like you may actually have more than like just hitting your ultimate, your little ability and just hitting it and then it starts to use. You might have different variants of it. Like you can use your skag, but with the same skill set, also use a spider ant. Like not only be set to one at a time. So because it looks like they use different abilities at multiple times throughout the trailer. Your Goliaths will definitely be returning in a jungle area. It looks like so. This is probably on a different planet in the jungle area or a jungle planet. And this is very interesting. These look awesome. So definitely a one-person vehicle. It's literally just a giant tire with an exhaust system and like a bicycle handlebars and like a little spear gun, it looks like, up here. So that will be very cool. I don't know if that was a flamethrower. People speculate that this weapon right here may be a new type of weapon. Like you have your Maliwan, like a new, I guess, brand sort of company, like Maliwan and Hyperion and all that. This may be a new one with the power cores, because you'll see more weapons not like to this weapon, but they also have these power core type things on them. So maybe a new grouping of weapons. Lilith, obviously, with her badass fire wings. Maya makes a return, obviously. Pretty much, it shows most characters throughout the trailer. We don't know. I mean, there's a couple missing, but almost all your characters from previous games are in this game. We don't know who this is. Speculation that it might be. This may be set on Artemis, which is Maya's home planet, and this could be someone like her that was brought up by monks, and she is also like a siren in training type of thing. Or this could, you don't even really know who this is. Your Beastmaster, shot of like an arena type place looking behind him. Definitely bandit controlled because of the hanging bodies, of course. There's your Scooters Catch a Ride station. Now this is very interesting. One of the main points of the trailer, in my opinion, as you can see, Lilith does not have her powers. It's crawling towards the vault key. Crawling towards the vault key while they dap each other up. And it looks like he has more glowing siren parts on his chest now, and you can see them on his arm. I think, and a lot of people speculate, that she siphons or steals Siren's powers. Maybe more than just Sirens, but Sirens are the only ones that really have like powers. and give them to her brother. And if that's the case, this will be quite a crazy dynamic duo that you're going to have to face. More vehicles. This looks like a Bandit Technical with the little barrel thrower, but it has the little hovering type thing. So it looks like vehicles will definitely be way more customizable in this game. Your Beastmaster. Explore the worlds. That is a big thing. Worlds. Not just one, but multiple worlds. Like at the end of Borderlands 2, you're going to be searching for vaults on different worlds, different places. Now I've seen this. Female bandit jumps behind her butt. Another shot of that crazy ass gun on her back. That sniper rifle slash rocket launcher slash mass destruction crazy gun thing. Another vehicle, Bandit Technicals, followed by more customized vehicles. This area looks amazing. This is probably a no-no zone. Big ass wall of scrap. Another Children of the Vault sign. It looks like this is probably one of the really big areas on the inside. It's maybe a city, or if it's just somewhere where it's an open area and you fight a lot, you don't really know for sure. This is phenomenal. This is definitely a new city. God, aggravating. A definitely new city is probably on one of the different planets that you go to. It looks, in a minute you'll see another shot from the inside. This is probably a Maliwan controlled city. You'll probably be looking for a vault here. Your swampy type place that you'll be going to. This may still be on Pandora, but maybe a different planet as well, just kind of a dusty area. This looks to be similar to like a church that they're going into. All these, what you could call pews, they're like benches. Obviously like an ammo chest and some lockers. The lockers have a new little system, if they've been opened or not, right there. Obviously you can see, oh, I didn't notice that before. There's some Varkid, or something similar to Varkid, little spawning points over there. This may be the same building, but maybe not. A reactor type thing. Some chests up here. This obviously is a power source to something. There's fire or magma or something out the window over here. Holy Broadcast Center. This is obviously controlled by your Calypsos, the two twins. So whatever this is probably might be how they brainwash people, like I said, on the other sign, by a radio station that everyone tunes into. This is obviously the center of that radio station. Varkid spawns, jungle area looks very similar to the Hunter's Grotto DLC with Hammerlock on Borderlands 2. Ellie's Scrap / Ellie's Crap. This also looks very similar to her location in Borderlands 2, but a little bit different. So it's probably not the same place, but it may as well could be. We definitely know Ellie will have her scrap place. Big ass village, city area. Flaming Skull. Definitely more signs of the Calypso, so this is definitely somewhere they control. Another bandit area. Nothing really crazy about this area. Swamp place again. And here are your two baddies. This is, I don't know if this would be like an arena thing that you go in there and try, like kind of like a I don't know what you really want to call it, but similar to Borderlands 2, where you could go into the certain little arenas and just sit in there and kind of kill the enemies. I don't know if this is kind of what this is, or if this is a boss fight of sorts, but it's definitely arena type feel to it, with a bunch of people watching you. It definitely New enemies. There's one of them damn chimpanzee looking explosive, whatever you want to call that. A little T-Rex dinosaur with fire breath. Here's a new looking enemy. Looks to me kind of like, it's probably not what it is, but it has the same like animations of a Bullymong, but it looks like it's got armor on it and like a little midget guy on his back here. These are new little explosive chimpanzees that when they hit the ground, obviously you've seen it blow up. So that's neat. More shots of fighting barkids. Here is what I was talking about earlier. These are Maliwan, obviously probably enemies, but you can see M's on all of them, the color range of Maliwan, and it says Maliwan right here if you can like make it out. And this definitely looks like it's in the same city scene that we seen earlier. This is my favorite part of the trailer. That just gets me going. This is some kind of big ass bandit girl thing. Maybe it's a female Goliath, which I don't know because it doesn't look like you could knock her head off, but some kind of big bandit. And this is also the daytime scene of that carnival looking area that I was talking about earlier. There's that gizmo up top. The area behind it you can see a little better now. Has like a little skull entrance. This may be the entrance to that arena area where you fight that big skeleton robot thing. Definitely in this little bandit area, little hanging bodies, that fire we seen earlier in the Ferris wheel. Cryo looks to be making a return in this game from the pre-sequel. More Brick Sack Solo. Your friends are here to save the worlds again. Maya looking ravish. Brick, Mordecai, and no longer Tiny Tina, but Medium Tina. This is what that's what they've been calling that, Medium Tina. Obviously she has the same forte as she did, and you have Ellie. It looks like she lost a hand, or maybe she's just wearing a tool, like a little drill over her hand. But Ellie returns. Hammerlock. Oh well, what's her name? And this fella, people not sure who he is, but he may be new, or he may be like a reiteration of someone. Maybe he's of the same family that they both are, so they look very sophisticated here. Claptrap, of course, makes his annoying return. Zero here, with this fella from the Telltale series, which I did not play, so I don't know much about that. Then with the Crimson Lance, so it looks like he controls the Crimson Lance. I've seen that he was in Hyperion, and now he has a red arm, so it looks like he decided not to do that, and now he's with Atlas, and he controls the Crimson Lance. This looks like the city area again, behind them at the windows. And Zero looks to be, he's not with the rest of the friends, so maybe he is working with this fella here, or helping, or just doing something along those lines. Marcus Tanis. Here is a shot of Moxie from behind. You can't really tell who this is over here. There's a random guy behind them there, but your four heroes again, playable characters. And one more thing, over 1 billion guns. So I'm gonna go frame by frame, see if you can point out any guns there. Sorry, hang on. 1 billion guns. So obviously a sniper, probably another sniper looking thing, SMGs and all that. You really no need to point all this out because there's quite a few things. The only thing is some of these guns do look pretty cool. Like that gun right there looks very cool to me. Guns with legs, this is very interesting. This looks to me like a new iteration. It's probably a legendary weapon, maybe it's not, but a new iteration of the Deliverance from Borderlands 2. The shotgun that you shot, but when you reloaded it it flew towards enemies and shot the rest of the clip at them. I loved that gun. Frame by frame, if I can go back, you can see here that when she summons it, she just like kind of plops down into it and it like builds around her. You see dual Gatling guns over there. Lots of stuff to break down there. So first, little whatever gun this is supposed to be, this little nighttime area. You can't even really tell what kind. You can't tell if it's an AR or shotgun. These guns look crazy. It's a scope, so this may be a sniper rifle. New little lights and stuff on them. A laser weapon, so they make returns as well. Looks like it's probably fire element. I find this cool. This is like, I find it cool that this is definitely a shotgun, and it's probably like a little 12 gauge shotgun, but I find it cool that it has a very real feel to it. Also in the background here you have your little scooters catch a ride station, and 2, your ammo dump and your healing vending machines, but they're not, it's not Zed on it and it's not Marcus on it. As people have speculated that maybe this is on a different planet where Marcus and Zed aren't from, so that's why they're not on here. But it's just different pictures on there instead of Marcus or Zed. Obviously your siren, but as you can see, it's a phase lock, but it also has the hand underneath, so it's not your traditional phase lock. New gun. This looks kind of like a, I don't know, like a little rifle repeater thing with a little reflex sight on top, little open type area here. Bandits jumping at you. There's your nomad type character, I imagine. This crazy ass looking gun, shooting a purple beam, so maybe this is a slag weapon or maybe it's just shooting purple. Little handgun. This big one of the weapons that gives you bonus melee damage. Them little chimpanzee enemies again. This is probably on that Maliwan planet, obviously. There's another shot from that broadcast center. I don't know what this is. Maybe buzzard or something like that. So machine gun to jungle area. This little wrist launcher thing here. Don't know if that's their type of weapon or one of the characters' like little abilities that they have. Obviously it's a little grenade launcher. Them little chimpanzee things again. It looks like another cryo weapon, if that is indeed what that is. This looks crazy. A little rocket launcher, but it doesn't look like a normal rocket launcher. Another shot of the wrist cannon. Another gun at the broadcast center. Looks like another pistol with a crazy ass sight on top of it. Looks like it might be shooting slag or it's just purple bullets again. Looks like it's a laser weapon. This crazy rocket launcher, sniper rifle, Barrett 50 cal looking gun. Well, it's probably definitely a rocket launcher, but it might be both because that looks like a normal barrel. So they might be crazy new guns in this game. Looks like a cryo laser, like an alien type vibe to the end of it here. Looks very cool. I like a Shred-a-Fire minigun looking Vladov. It's definitely Vladov, but I think this is cool. They added a little number system for your ammo onto the gun. Maybe they're trying to clean up your HUD, or maybe they just added that to all the guns. I think it's cool that she has a watch. It's 742. Don't know if that has any particular meaning or if they just added that. Here, shot somebody with, there's like an acidic cloud, so it's gonna be what kind of gun this is. Obviously doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Looks kind of like it's being, like he shot it and now it's like pulling the guy in. So maybe it's like a singularity grenade, but it's a gun. Looting, obviously. No, that wasn't very good. this new type of looking gun. All these guns look so interesting to me. They look very cool. This is interesting. If you slow it down enough, you can see that there's actually is sliding in the game. So that is fun. Fighting a nomad. Very cool shield, aiming down sights type of thing. Another shot of the wrist launcher, or whatever this type of gun. Looks like a shot on one of the assault rifles in the game. Looks like this might be like a grenade launcher tube on the side here. So another shot of sliding here. Little revolver looking thing. Very cool little thing there. Now this gun looks crazy. Now it looks like it's slag and laser, but it also looks like it curves. So we don't know if this is like one of the homing type of gun. Like if this is some kind of crazy new gun that they got going on. This says explosive, so we don't know if this is like a Torg gun. It looks very cool. I don't know if it's Torg, but also people speculated a new weapon type, nuclear. So this looks like it could definitely be that kind of gun. Another gun running through a little indoor area. Looks like a loot midget. Another gun. This is what I was talking about earlier. Has like those little fusion cores on top of it like the other gun. But this is absolutely a grenade launcher. No way around that. Little revolver. Another laser type gun. Shooting in the complete wrong direction. Another little submachine gun. Looks like a crazy shotgun. Another submachine gun. And this big bastard here looks like probably a boss fight, or at least like a super badass bullshit or something like that, because this fella here looks very mean and upset and angry, and he's going to be fun to fight. Looks like the weapon that's on my earlier looks like a little vortex thing, kind of like the grenade used to do. Let's see. Another shot of the wrist cannon. Maliwan entrance again. Little pistol. All these guns, all four of your heroes. Little claptrap dancing action. Hopefully get more claptrap beatboxing in the new one. And that is all. And that is the end of my breakdown of the Borderlands 3 trailer. We get more information on when it comes out here in a couple of days. April 3rd, when the remasters of 2 and 1 and all that come out. Hopefully we get a release date then. And thank you guys for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you see anything that I missed, and catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.